Hi, my name is Gary Tulashinsky. I'm here today with Hobie Perry and Christopher Oswalt from the USDA Forest Service. So tell our users some of the other things that the USDA Forest Service is doing.
Well, we actually have a tremendous number of projects going on right now. All started, it seems like, in the past few years. We're working on delivering out content for invasive plants that we sample across the country. We've developed projects where we're trying to advertise the agency's response to white nose syndrome, as it's been pretty dramatic in terms of its impact across the eastern landscape with bats. We have projects advertising the forest products industry in the south and how wood is being harvested and moved around. And we also have some projects in the Pacific Northwest where we're looking at measuring moss to detect over 22 different elements of air pollutants.
You've accomplished so much. What do you see as the next steps?
To date, we've been focusing a lot on the analytical part of our workflow and telling stories with the data that we collect. The big push we're going to be making right now is beginning to focus more on some of the data production elements. In particular, we do a lot of work linking the plot data to satellite information, and so we're going to be building out some capacity of cloud computing to facilitate that. And then additionally, we've seen a lot of interest in raster processing, particularly with the opening of the Landsat Data Archive, MODIS, and so forth. We have a program of science that looks intensively at the linkages across the landscape in that regard.
You mentioned telling stories using data. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
One of our priorities is helping make sure that the scientific work that we do reaches people who might need it or be curious about it. You know, I think the traditional scientific process is very much about writing a manuscript, publishing it, and frankly sharing it with your peers. And it's a pretty limited audience. To work with researchers to think about the creative and curious things that they found, and to use the tools that you have to facilitate that and share that with a broader community is pretty exciting for us.